Social media is so prevalent in our society. With athletes, sometimes, though, it just gets so socially awkward. So, Mina, we're going to go on a journey through Twitter. And it all started with, big shout to this guy, Big Cat, from the Part of My Take podcast. He just said, hey, CJ McCollum, permission to start using the B word again for KD. Well, CJ McCollum responded, and he said it's harsh. And then he used this analogy about getting jumped by a gang with your brothers and then joining the gang. And then KD said, he basically said to him, how do you think that's soft? I just did your podcast. And then called him a snake in the grass. I don't know how this became such a big news story, but it's like leading the news today. What was your first reaction when you heard about the CJ McCollum KD?
I had to read the tweets like 5 times because the analogy is so complicated. Like you're not in the gang, but then you join the gang, but you plan to join the gang. It's like a telenovela or something. I'm Team CJ, by the way, in this. Because did you listen to the podcast appearance?
I did. I mean, I don't like read entire articles, but I do like get snippets. So I can listen to parts of the podcast.
Okay, so having come up in the podcast space, a man's podcast is sacred. KD came on and disrespected him. Yes, KD did come on as a guest and then disrespected him and said that the Trailblazers are never going to win a championship. Come on, bro. And he said, don't worry about, I love this line from KD. He's like, don't worry about what happens at the top of the conference. Don't worry about that because you guys are one of those middling teams. But so that's the question is should KD be more respectful, and does that podcast bind them? Is that some sort of violation of podcast guest code? Are you going to turn on me after this show? Well, how would you react if I came on and I was like, yeah, Jalen and Jacoby, it's okay. It's not like the top, but it's okay. Wouldn't you be upset?
I think those are fair criticisms, to be honest with you. So I don't think I would get upset about it. I mean, let's be honest. Like, we're probably not at the top, but, we're very happy with where we are.